Good morning and welcome everyone to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by who? The best website on the planet, Sports Memo. Now, guys, before Dionne and I give out our free winners for today, we have a few things to chat about.
That's right. Now be sure to tune in tomorrow as we have one of the greatest receivers to ever play in both NCAA and the NFL. He was one of Dan Marino's two favorite targets. Yes, Mark Clayton on tomorrow telling us who he likes this week and possibly his favorite to win it all. So tune in for that. And Friday, we have the pioneer of sports betting history, Ross Benjamin, in the house.
Sports betting industry?
See,
I still make her nervous. Don't get mad at her, honey. I called them honey. Don't get mad at her, guys. She didn't make a mistake. I'm feeling her leg under the table. I do that sometimes when Jesse Shule is here. He doesn't flub, though. He's used to me feeling his leg. Guys, Dionne and I are excited about today's guests. One is busting bookmakers, and the other is curing all your losing woes. That's right, guys. We've got Don Buster in the house. We've got Dr. Chuck. Let's bring them both on. It's Wednesday, but Wednesday isn't hump day. It's payday because we got the best in the world, because we have the best Sports Memo has to offer. Let's say hello to Dr. Chuck and Don Buster. Welcome, guys.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, guys.
Good morning. Great to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. Now, Don Buster, he's a pro with us. He's been on a few weeks with us. And Dr. Chuck, we are excited. Dan and I are very excited. We're always excited to have Don Buster. He's not just one of my favorite people in the entire industry. He's one of our favorite people, the warmest, sweetest guy. Sports fans out there, when you watch Don Buster, what you see in front of the camera is what he is behind the camera. One of the sweetest guys, but he is busting bookmakers. And one thing about Dr. Chuck, you're on the leaderboards all the time. It's almost like your name is just painted up there and they leave it there because I see you on the leaderboards all the time. We are honored to have you both on the show. Now, I know that you guys both have a free play on today's action. Let's bring on Dr. Chuck first. He's got something very, very exciting he wants to tell everybody about. Don Buster, would you hang around and give out your free NHL player in a minute?
Of course I will.
You got it. We're going to bring on Dr. Chuck, guys. Chuck, welcome, and tell everybody what you got about your free play today. Then we're going to get into some of your premium plays because I know everybody wants to know what you got that they're going to get paid with on the premium side tonight.
Yeah, again, it's just great to be here. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get on this show. So I'm glad. I want to, come back when there's going to be people like Mark Clayton on here. That's unbelievable. I mean, but I'd still rather be on the show with Don Buster. No offense, Mark. But so today, unfortunately, we are off of a $2 Tuesday where we took a loss with the T-Wolves last night, but we're getting right back at it. You got to pick yourself up, dust it off. We were going for 12 in a row with that game last night, and it didn't happen. So we're going to start a new streak. Looking at the Cavs first half tonight, they get the Bulls. It is in Chicago. But the Bulls, without Levine and Lonzo, they haven't been the same. The last three games, first half, they're the worst first half team. The margin has averaged, they've been down by 16 or more points on average the last three games that Levine's missed. Lonzo's also out, as I said. Three-point shooting is down 5 percentage points. Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu are nice young guys, but the Cavs have just been a money-making machine, and they're still undervalued. They're one of the best bets out there. First half even more, and you're getting this at a really good price. You can get 1.5. Money line's probably minus 125, minus 130, and you might even find a -1 out there. I would take any of those. I think the Cavs are up by 6, 8, maybe even double digits at the break, and I think that's the safest play in this game.
There you go, guys. I want to tell you that we are, Dan and I, since the doctor told us that he's going to make a house call on the show, we were so excited because, as I was saying prior to him coming on, he is always on the leaderboards. He's just told you, and I love his transparency, Dionne. When you win as much as the doctor does, he doesn't mind talking about those losers. I know he's not happy about it, but doesn't mind talking about it. But that's the transparency you get from a guy with class like Dr. Chuck. I want him to tell you what he has going on the premium side tonight, because you got to go over there to Sports Memo and go take care of that today. Doctor, what you got on the premium side for everybody tonight?
So, yeah, we also have a much bigger card on the NBA slate. So that's exciting, not the two games that we had last night. So I have at least there's already 2 plays up. I probably have a couple more that we're looking at, including maybe some props. College basketball has a big game, and I know both Joe and Dionne are going to look at some college basketball. And we've been dabbling, getting back into the NHL scene. I had a really good previous season in the NHL, and it has not gone well this season. So we're getting back in it. I've only been putting out occasional plays and usually on totals. We have won our last 3. It's been about 3 weeks to put those 3 plays out, but we're getting back into it. And so All Access gets you everything. I always say the best way to go is All Access. You're going to get the best deal, and you get every single play emailed to you the second that I put it out. That's going to get you MLB if you do the full year. And we're coming out, we're pitchers and catchers are reporting in about a month, folks. So get excited.
There you go. The doctor is in. Go over to Sports Memo. Take advantage of some of those longer-term packages. Because I'll tell you, when you follow somebody that wins like the doctor, they pay for themselves in no time. Whether you're a $5 parlay player, a $50 game player, a $500 game player, or a $5 player, go follow the doctor. Now, we're going to go from one guy who's curing people to one guy who's busting them up. He is one of our favorite people. Am I right, Dionne?
He is. He's such a sweetheart.
The sweetest guy I know. And, guys, he looks like he can knock down a house as well. But he is the sweetest guy I know. No, really, he looks – I'm telling you right now, I'm a 6-degree black belt. I ain't fighting him. I'm bringing 2 guns just in case the first one jams if I have to fight Don Buster. The sweetest guy in the world. He's busting bookmakers. Don Buster's going to come on. He's got something special for you in the NHL. Let's bring him on. It's Wednesday, but Don Buster's going to make it a payday. Don, today, NHL, baby.
Thanks again for having me, Joe and Dionne. Much appreciated. And Joe, back in the day, 30 years ago, I might have been on the ice and actually spitting out a few of my chiclets and knocking out a few other people's chiclets. But those days are long gone now. Now I'm very tranquilo here in Mexico. So I try to behave myself. I'm an old guy now. So you know how it's like, Joe, with that black belt. You just kind of lay low once you get old. It's a young man's world. It's a young man's world, like Dr. Chuck. That's a young man's world. That's old guys just try to give out the wisdom to people and go from there. So I'm going to try to last week we end up losing by the hook on Colorado State, which some people end up pushing that game. But we end up giving up 5.5. It landed on 5. But tonight we're going back to the NHL. And our play is going to be on the New York Rangers. And they're getting plus 140 at home. This is strictly a value play for us with a nice little, I think it's a pretty good situational spot for the Rangers as well. Toronto are going to be playing their 5th road game, and they've been hanging around New York City since Saturday night. And they have to play the Islanders on this upcoming Saturday. So never good hanging around a major city like that, just like if you're hanging around Vegas for a team. And I think they may come out a little flat tonight. I'm actually shocked at the price that we're getting here. Toronto is 2-2 so far. They're on a 6-game road trip. They're 2-2 of the 4 games, and like I said, we got 2 more to go. This line's actually been bet up, so it's even a little bit of a contrarian play, which we do a lot. Rangers have had some COVID issues, although they've got a good farm system. They're still 6-2 their last 8 games. And the Rangers, they've been really good at home. 10-3, 1-1 on the year. And they actually lost 2 of those games in the first month. They haven't lost at home. They've lost really once in regulation at home in maybe 2-3 months, I believe it is. So like the Rangers at home, like them getting that plus money. Tonight too, they're getting most of their guys back from the COVID issues that they've been dealing with. And they're getting Shesterkin back. And he might be arguably probably one of the best goaltenders in the NHL right now. These 2 teams have already split 2 games in Toronto this year, but now we're in New York. And bottom line for us, as I said earlier, strictly value here, getting plus 140 with a team that's really good and could be very dangerous come playoff time. And one other thing, the Rangers have actually won 5 of the last 7 between these 2 teams. Give us New York Rangers here as a very big live underdog.
There you go. Mr. Don Buster, he's busting books, guys. I love Don. He is the best. And he, again, he tells you about a game that he might have lost by a hook. It's the transparency, guys. When you go to the best, they're honest about everything because they know they win so much more than they lose because they have integrity. And I'm going to tell you something else. He's going to tell you why you need to go over the Sports Memo today and pick up his premium plays. Maybe use one of those, take advantage of one of those long-term packages.
Long-term ones.
Don, what you got going on? It's Wednesday, but together we're going to make it a payday. Don, what you got going on the premium side tonight?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Actually, we for the first time of this year of 2022, we have our golf package up. We started putting out golf last March, and we had a fantastic year. We actually had 8 outright winners, and anybody that bets golf understands that that's incredible. It's even incredible to us because, truthfully, if I can get 3 outright winners in a year, I'm quite pleased with that. But we had a great year. I started this new system with golf, and it seems to be working. So we have our first package out because in December they play all these little tournaments, and not all the guys play. But now we're back in full swing this weekend, and we have a nice golf play package out for $19 up at Sports Memo. We also have a basketball, college basketball, NBA double play best bet package that's up there. So, but as Dr. Chuck and as you guys always say, you're better off getting like a 3-day, 7-day all access pass. Give us a try. We are crushing the NFL. 16-4 our last 20. We had 6-2 in the playoffs already this past weekend. Looking forward to this weekend. Some great games. Really looking forward to it. And I always say, we live here in Mexico, in beautiful Mexico. It's great. I'm looking right now. I can look at the Gulf of Mexico. And, I don't like to rush. You don't want to rush time away. But, geez, I am really looking forward to these NFL games on Saturday and Sunday. So thanks again for having me, Joe and Dionne. And you know what? Best of luck to everybody tonight.
Thank you. Well, guys, Don Buster is the best. Dr. Chuck is the best. This isn't the B team. This isn't the B team, guys. You're going to Yankee Stadium on All-Star Day. They got the Yankee Clipper. They got them all showing up. I'll tell you, I was a little preoccupied between Don Buster and Dr. Chuck. I took my new gold card out. I was buying their plates myself. If I can buy them, you can buy them. Go over. Sports Memo now. Go buy those plates. I did realize I'm going to bring – guys, they're going to stick around for a few minutes, but I have to bring them on real quick because there's something I realized. Sure. If you don't mind, guys, I'm not happy. I am happy that you guys are on. I'm honored, but I'm not happy because I'm so used to being the best-looking guy on the panel. Now, ever since I started doing the show with Dionne, I had to take a back seat. Now we got Dr. Chuck and Don Buster. I don't know if this is a sports handicapping site or a dating site, but this is the best looking bunch I've ever seen, and I'm proud to be here. Now, I love you. See, I make you laugh this early in the morning, right, Chuck? Right, Doctor? Guys, we got one more or two more in that. We have an announcement to make, and then we've got a couple of free games that Dionne and I are going to give out. If you can stick out to the end of the show, we would love it, guys. We'll
definitely will. Yeah.
They really are good looking, those guys.
I know.
Hey, wait. Whoa! I can say that. You can't. What? Wait, I can say that you can. Go ahead, Dionne. I know you got some announcements.
That's right. Sports Memo has a huge discount for you. Family 7 is the coupon code for a 7-day for both Joey and myself for $59. It's a great deal, especially since our place today will pay for itself.
There you go.
That's right. And I am very excited to see what you have on the premium side and the free play for us today.
Well, guys, first of all, I mentioned it earlier on the show. Today is known as Hump Day. But if you follow Joe D tonight, we're going to rename it Pay Day. I have not one, not two, but 3 huge winners on the board tonight. I have my ACC game of the month, my conference games of the month. I've won several in a row. I'm very excited about this game. I have my NBA 9-3 wise guy play and my 19-8 odds makers mistake. Join me here today. Make it a payday. Go to Sports Memo. Use that discount. I love Sports Memo discounts. You get 7 days, either Joe or Dionne, $59. Use that discount. But I have a free winner tonight I'd like to talk about.
Let's hear about it.
All right, let's go, guys. Put your earmuffs on. Here we go. All right, guys. I was a half a point away last night from covering 5 straight plays on this show, and today I redeemed myself. That damn Kansas team. I hope they all catch chlamydia. Anyway, my friends, I have made a very successful career of going against the grain. Having said that, and I'm being honest, and this is a really fun show. You ever look at someone's face, immediately don't like them? That happens to me all the time, guys. Come on, that happens to you too, no matter how nice you are. You look at somebody's face, you just don't like them. Well, I do that in life for sure, and I certainly do that when I'm handicapping games. And I don't like a number that I see. When I see a number, I go, wow, this is just off. All the stats out there are begging us to lay double digits with St. Joe's, but And I like saying "but" on the show. But just like the face you don't like and you want to hit it, I'm going to tell you this: I don't like this line at all. Now, don't get me wrong, George Washington, they ain't no world beaters. They ain't going to contend for no national championship. But it doesn't have to be a national title contender to make you money and get you paid against the spread. Remember that, guys. I want to tell you this. I just can't fathom why you would lay this many points with the Hawks team. That's 5-15 ATS the last 20 in this situation as a home fave. At some point, numbers go from trends to facts, and you can't argue that fact. The Colonials, they're starting five. They're a little more durable, a little more reliable, and they got who? Ricky Lindo. I love this kid. I love him. I love him. They got him in the front court to contend with their opponents' big men. Then there's the fact that they have won and covered the last 3 meetings in this series. On top of all that, guys, they entered this contest covering 3 of their last 5, while St. Joe's 0-3 ATS run. I'll take 10 with the Colonials here. I like this game, and I'm going back on another winning streak. I won 4 in a row. I lost last night by a half a point right here. I'm going to go back on Savor the Flavor, guys, because I'm getting everybody paid tonight. Now, my favorite part of the show, where I get to feel her leg again under the table. I'm going to be in trouble. They're going to get mad at me again. No, Dionne's is doing some great work. I know she won a couple in a row on this show, and she's winning some college and NBA. Dionne, what do you have going on the premium side of Sports Memo that they should use that discount code, go over there after the show, take advantage of it? And what do you got as a free play today, please?
All right. Well, for tonight, I have 3 big winners in hoops today. I have my NBA Crash the Boards, my NBA Slam Dunk, and my NCAA Basketball Above the Rim, all right now posted at Sports Memo. This is the perfect time to use that code FAMILY7 for $59 because today alone will pay for itself.
There you go. She made a believer out of me. 21 years ago. I married her. So come on aboard. Take advantage of that discount. It'll pay for itself tonight. Dionne, how about the free play tonight, please?
Well, for my free play, I'd like to talk about an ACC matchup. I love this conference, and I certainly like this game. Actually, it almost made my premium plays for me today.
Really?
Yeah, it did. But offense certainly gets the glory. But defense wins the game. You can't argue with Virginia Tech once again possessing one of the stingiest defenses in the nation. The Hokies allow under 60 points per game. They will frustrate the Wolfpack offense here. I feel their defense will allow the team a big edge in transition. While despite some lackluster numbers, they shoot well from the floor, particularly from the line and beyond the arc, where they will do their most damage tonight. After winning and covering 3 straight meetings with NC State, look for Virginia Tech to get their revenge from last season's embarrassing loss. So take the Hokies here, guys.
The first lady of Las Vegas telling you to take the Hokies. She made a believer out of me. I know she made a believer out of you. Go use that discount. Guys, before we say goodbye, I would like to bring our guests on. I'm going to ask them to see if they would ever come back again, because this is a great way to start your day. You wake up real quick, in and out, get some winners from the best there is. This is an all-star team. I'm going to bring everybody back on board. Dr. Chuck, Don Buster, any final thoughts for our viewers out there?
Go ahead, Chuck.
Well, Joe, right off the bat, I love your play. Like, I'm on your play already. I had a big play on George Mason on Monday, and maybe the books didn't see that game. But your Colonials, whipped him up and down the court all second half, and St. Joe's can't hold George Mason's jock. So I don't know what that line's about either. I made that game as soon as the George Washington game ended. I made this game 5. And it's 10. So yeah, gross. But so I would love to come back. If you want to, if you don't have enough celebrities, I can slum it in here, slum it for you.
Listen, there's a few doctors out there.
Serious.
There was Doc Gooden, Doc Ellis, my favorite Dr. Seuss, but you're my new favorite Dr. Chuck. You're welcome anytime. But you cure everybody's woes. I'm going to go to somebody who's busting them up. I want to know some of his closing comments. Say, Don Buster, you're busting books. Tell us just something, anything you want.
Well, you know what, guys? I appreciate you having me on the show. I know I've had a loser there last week, so hopefully that doesn't, if I lose this week, hopefully it doesn't kick me off the show. But I am giving a big, large underdog, but I really like it. So, again, really, really love this play. I'm really shocked that it's such a high underdog, like a high price. It should be, bottom line, they should be like plus 110, not plus 140. So go out there, take a shot. And again, thanks again for having me on. And good to see you, Dr. Chuck. Haven't seen you for a while. Yeah. And best of luck to all you guys tonight. And best of luck to everybody watching.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Always the epitome of class, and I love
Absolutely.
him. Dr. Chuck, you come on anytime you want. Well, if we could do this a mainstay, you're going to be a regular staple. Don Buster's a regular staple. As long as he wants to be on the show, he may be sweet, but he's still as big as a house. He told me he was spitting chiclets out back in the day. He's scaring me right now. Forget about my black belt. I'm just going to use it to tie my pants up from now on. Guys, we have one or two things before we say goodbye. Dionne.
That's right. We would like to thank Don Buster and Dr. Chuck for stopping by. And tomorrow we have NFL great Mark Clayton. So tune in every day for special guests and a ton of free winners. On behalf of Sports Memo, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.